This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, here's my take on the Bucks versus the Celtics. I'm going to talk about the Trailblazers versus the Nuggets. And I'm going to also talk about the Raptors versus the 76ers. All right, let's get on to the Bucks versus the Celtics. The Celtics, you know what I'm saying? I hear Crowder's coming back possibly or potentially. If he does, then that might put a little damper in things. But it's still not going to stop Greek Freak, man. Greek Freak is on a train ride right now. He's unstoppable. And he's going to take him and Chris Middleton on a ride. And they're going to ramalang the Boston Celtics. I told y'all, man. Y'all got to listen to me. He Knows His Sport. I'm bringing you that what? That heat and that fire. I'm going to say that again. He Knows His Sport. I'm bringing you that what? That heat and that fire. One more time. Number 3 for the number of confirmation. He Knows His Sport. Bringing you that what? That heat and that fire. That's right. Let that shit sink in. Because it needs to marinate in the corpus callosum. That thing needs to marinate in the cerebellum, folks. Hear me and hear me well. Chris Middleton is going on a sidekick ride with Giannis Antetokounmpo, Greek Freak, and they gonna dominate, man. They gonna ramalang them damn Celtics. I got this shit in 6. I done told motherfuckers this shit. And if it's a game 7, only it would be a game 7 because Crowder would have returned and he's going to be a problem. I have to be smart enough to know that. I'm not going to be stupid enough to not mention that. Crowder would give them fits if he were to return. And that's only if he were to return. If not, that shit ends in fucking 6, folks. And that's that with that series. Because we know Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to take over this league in another 2 years after Kevin Durant says, here, let me hand over the ring to you as the best player. He's the second best player on the planet, folks. So he's going to be undeniable. He's going to make Al Horford look like every bit the Horace Grant that he's supposed to be. He's not going to be able to check him. After game 2, he learned that lesson. Can't fucking check me. I'm Greek Freak. Know that shit. Now, on to the next one. The Portland Trailblazers versus the Denver Nuggets. Jokic or Jergic, however the fart you say that dude's name. That dude's been a problem. I'm not even going to freaking lie. Because I ain't expect this shit to be 2-2 right about now. I thought that motherfucker was going to be 3-1. So this look like it's going to be a gritty series. Might potentially push out to 7. I was looking at 6. But this shit might push out to 7. But Dame Dollar and TJ McCollum, they ain't having that shit. And they got something to be said for this nonsense that's happening. I expect the Portland Trailblazers to pull this shit out. It's going to be tough. But Dame Dollar's going to go into that Sun Tzu, a.k.a. Art of War, bags of tricks, and pull out and bust out 50 on their ass. Because that's what it's going to take one of these games. I know he has it in him. I got the Portland Trailblazers winning this shit in 7. That's my take of this matchup. They're going to go in there and beat the shit out of Denver in fucking Denver. 7 motherfucking games, folks. That's the tell of the tape for me. I don't need to say any more because I trust the backcourt of Dame Dollar and TJ McCollum over that inexperienced and young Denver Nuggets team. They're good. They've been making noise. They've been pushing themselves. But in the playoffs, experience outweighs youth. I'm going to say that again. Experience outweighs youth, especially when the experience is still young enough to outweigh the youth. Remember that. So Portland Trailblazers in 7. Now let's get to the last series. Because you know you got to save the best for last. Because I done told y'all this was my favorite series of the second round. That's the Raptors versus the 76ers. This is a 7-game series, folks. Kawhi Leonard has been playing bonkers. He's been playing like the second best player in the playoffs after yours truly, KD Trey 5. There's some arguments that people are saying that he's been playing the best, and this nonsense they're saying, oh, he's playing like he's MJ. Shut that fuck bullshit up. Kawhi Leonard is nice. He's nasty. But I done told y'all he's the borderline Scottie Pippen of this era. He ain't no damn Michael Jordan. Does he have some semblance of MJ and KB 2-4 in this game? Yes, and that's because he worked with who in the offseason? Who? Black Mamba KB24. That's who he worked with in the offseason. So that's why his game looks nasty, folks. That's why he's dominating, because he worked with that dude. Y'all need to see that shit for what it is. So by acclamation and by recognition, I got Kawhi Leonard balling out of control. Plus, Joel Embiid has been struggling as of late. And I told y'all about Ben Simmons. If a motherfucker would have just went to the Kobe school of getting a jump shot, and I'm talking about a mid-range game that would have been lethal, the 76ers actually would have picked them, because Ben Simmons would have become a very unstoppable player with a jump shot. But because he lacks that, and because I feel that the Raptors are the more experienced team, and I feel the P. Sycoms of the worlds, the Serge Ibaka's of the worlds, these cats are going to help Kawhi Leonard, because to me they're more defensively responsible. I feel that the Toronto Raptors are going to win that series in 7 games. It's going to be the best series of the second round. But Kawhi Leonard is going to pull it out, because Kawhi Leonard is on a mission. He has to let folks know that he can run a team as the number one cog. And I see that. I see you, Kawhi. I see you, bro. You doing your shit. So hats off to you. But remember, you're the second best player in the postseason, not the best. So I don't want to hear that bullshit that people are talking about. That's my predictions of the second round of all 3 teams. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.